European football is back at Villa Park. Hi guys, today I'm going to be previewing the Aston Villa vs Hibernian game, giving my predicted lineups and score, and also looking at the transfer deadline day for Villa. Villa obviously won the first leg 5-0 and go into the game as massive favourites. However, the second leg will be different. Hibernian have sacked their manager, so they will play differently. Villa will obviously rotate heavily, giving a chance for the youth and second string side players to play. So let's look at my predicted lineups. Predicted lineup versus Hibs. I believe Villa will play a mixture of second string players and youth players. In goal will be Robin Olsen, who will be Villa's European and Cup goalkeeper. At right back will be Callum Chambers, left back will be Revan, and two centre backs will be Carlos and Feeney. Carlos and Chambers will add experience to this defence and will gain minutes in this competition. Feeney and Revan will add youth and can gain much needed experience. On the wings will be Bertrand Traore and Leon Bailey. Bertrand Traore can get much needed minutes in this competition, and we saw in the last game how he can destroy defenders in this competition, especially against the likes of Hibs. The midfield two will be Tielemans and Kamara. Tielemans needs the minutes, and Kamara performed so well against Hibs last week, he deserves to start again. Up front will be Duran and Kellerman, who can get much needed minutes and could destroy this competition. So that was my predicted lineup, but how do I see the game playing out? Well, Villa will dominate possession as they did in the first leg. However, I could see Hibs starting strongly as they did last in the first leg. They've got a new manager. Villa will rotate heavily and may not start the best. So I actually think Hibs will get the first goal. However, Villa, I believe, will come back into the game, take control of the game, create chances, and with the better players and better quality, will get the win. I believe it will be a 3-1 win. Hibs with the first goal. Villa get two back in the first half, and then sub on some stronger players to finish it. And I reckon Ollie Watkins will get another goal in the Conference League. I think John Duran and also Amari Kellyman will get one. So that is my prediction for the Aston Villa vs Hibernian game. So let's talk about transfer deadline day. I'm going to talk about the players Villa will sign, who they'll sell, and the one player I would love Villa to sign, even though it probably won't happen. So who will Villa sign? Villa look like they're going to sign Clement Longley. That's been here we go confirmed. It's going to happen. It'll be announced in the next hours. I'm not sure about the move. I'm definitely more positive on it than I was. I feel like a loan move is good. It's definitely better than a permanent, but I would have liked to see an option to buy in that deal if he performs well. Otherwise, you're just showing off another team's players. Do I think there'll be any more incomings? Probably not. I would say there's a 70% chance that no one else comes in. If anyone does come in, I think it will be a backup striker. Someone like a 30-year-old, probably a 10 million, less than 10 million, less than 15 million. He'll come in, probably be our Conference League striker. And yeah, it's not going to be exciting if anyone does come in, I don't think. We're not going to be spending 40 million like some people think. The only other position I could see as strengthening would maybe be a backup right back, maybe a youngster, some we've not heard of, a bit like an Alex Moreno, but I don't think it's a very high chance of happening. As for outgoings, it looks like Keenan Davis is going to Udinese. Great move for him, to be fair. Fair play to him. Hope he does well there. 2 million for Villa, fine profit, isn't it? Bit annoying we didn't sell him last year when you probably could have got 8 million for him. Villa wanted 15, but if he'd have gone for 8, we could have got 4 times what we've sold him for now. As for anyone else leaving, maybe Bertrand Traore goes out to a Turkey on loan again, but I think he'll stick around and play in the Conference League. He got us there with those 2 important goals, so he deserves to stick around. I think a few players will still go out on loan, maybe a Josh Feeney, get him a League One loan, Tommy O'Reilly maybe, Caden Young even, but honestly, you don't want to send them out on loan too early and just stunt their development. They're at a top academy at the moment, so if I think it's the right choice to keep them here, then I will back that decision. Amari Kellerman's another one who could go on loan, but I think he can start playing in the first team and could contribute in the Conference League. As for the one player I would want Villa to sign, I think Villa should try and hijack the Ansu Fati moves to Brighton. I think it's possible. Brighton and Villa are definitely around the same level. I think Unai Emery and all the Spanish contingent at Villa probably actually means Villa are a more a better place to come for a Spanish player and a more promising place. He's got the potential to be world class. He's electric. He can beat a man. He can score. If we could get him back to his early days at Barcelona form, we have a world class player. Even though it would be a loan, it would be a great move. And we've also got the connections with Barcelona, having just bringing Clement Lenglet in. So that would be the one move I would want Villa to sign.